buildings in the rest of this city. And also I should talk about the age of this city. Shanghai's kind of young, you know, in a country whose history dates back some 2000 or to 2000 BC. Shanghai is basically about as old as Los Angeles or Sydney, Australia. We're going to show you a lot more of this, but right now we want to talk to an expert on this city and someone who's providing some hospitality for us. This is Nora Sun, and she's not only a business person here, she's a former diplomat in Shanghai, and she's the granddaughter of the man many people consider to be the father of modern-day China, and we're talking about Yat Sen. Nora, nice to see you.
So nice to see you, Matt.
It's a pleasure. Talk to me a little bit about when you travel around the world, and I know you do, and you tell people you're from China, you're from Shanghai. What are the misconceptions about this place?
Well, I think, first of all, you're showing the most famous Shanghai scene right now.
Right.
That's not a misconception. But the misconception that most people have, communist China, is that it's a dictatorship dictated by a few old men that tells everybody what to do, which is totally not true, because Shanghai is just like any other city right now. It's vibrant, it's going all the time, there's all sorts of things happening, and the most important part are the people's lives have improved so much since the first time I came back to China in 1980.
You made, I think, an interesting statement I was reading. You said basically in something like the last 20 years, China, all of China, has skipped the entire 20th century.
Right. They sort of, China behind the bamboo curtains was in the 19th century. And they skipped the 20th century, and now they're into the 21st.
Talk a little bit about progress, and we talk about the building boom in places like Shanghai, and we know what's happening in Hong Kong. And while we look at that progress being good, it also comes with a price. The gap between rich and poor is increasing here. There's more pollution here.
True.
In a lot of places. And in Shanghai, a lot of old traditional neighborhoods are being taken down to make room for skyscrapers. So what are the downsides to so much progress?
Well, I'd like to mention the upside.
Okay.
The upside are the people's lives are so much better than they were when I came 25 years ago. So, you know, I remember in the old days, in the early 80s, if I saw an air conditioner being installed on somebody's window, I used to be so impressed and so happy that this family could afford to put an air conditioner in, because
and you look around now,
they could afford to pay the electricity,
right?
You know, which they didn't before. And now everything's air conditioned.
I only have 10 seconds left. What do you think your grandfather would think if he were to see this?
Oh, I think he'd be very happy, because his greatest love was for the people of China, and he was always trying to improve their livelihoods.
Nora, thanks so much.
You're welcome.
It's been a great pleasure to have you here in the beginning of our show. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Katie, back to you.
All right, Matt, thanks so much. And by the way,